welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And for those of you, who are returning, welcome back, welcome back. And yes, welcome back. So, today's message, no long spiel, we're just getting messages that are vital or important to you at this time. And we're going to have two key words, two key messages that start out your message for today. So let me introduce you to your two piles. Group number one, you have the dragonfly spirit with change and music with harmony. Okay. Group number two, you have the hummingbird spirit with joy and clouds with shape-shifting. And group number three, you have the starry night with acceptance and well with breach. Okay? So, whichever pictures, you can choose the picture that speaks to you. Whatever word is speaking to your intuition most strongly, allow that to guide you today as to what message is most vital for you in this moment. Okay, I'll take those two. And it may just be one pile that speaks to you. It could be two piles or even all three. Let your intuition guide you if you're feeling strongly that more than one message is being indicated for you. Okay? Two. And I don't have a lot to say today because as I was doing the meditation, it was quiet. There's like this quiet essence it's like a calm before the storm, but this isn't like a tumultuous storm. This is a storm of goodness I was feeling. The vibration didn't feel like something was about to take place. I was feeling like, you know how you can take a lot of action and after you do a lot of action there comes this time where there needs to be this stillness. This is that stillness that's allowing you to go within. This is that stillness that's allowing you to reflect, to take time. This is the stillness right before you go into something major, I got for a lot of you. Okay? I'm going to take one more for this one also. Two more. Okay, well then give me one more for the others. Here. Okay. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, after all of this energy, and it could have come like we're moving into the full moon. We had some planets that were retrograde for a long time, but all I could hear was just quiet. It was a stillness. A very vibrant stillness, but yet and still just a calm. So let me know in the comments, are you feeling this calm or not? Does it feel like things are all over the place for you? Has there been some big changes that have happened in your life? Let me know. Group number one, what messages do you have? Okay, this one. Group number two, please. This one. And group number three. Is there any more for three? Okay. Okay, so once again, I'm going to introduce you to your cards that are your key focus, your key energy. Okay. Oh, no, wait. Tarot. Let me give you some tarot cards. May I have 3, please, for each group? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Okay. Last but not least. Wait, did I do this? 1. I did do this. 2. 3. Okay, group number 1. Again, your key words, your key focus, your key energy is the dragonfly spirit with change. And wait, let me see if I can get more light. Music with harmony. Yeah, is that better? Okay. So that's group number 1. Group number 2, your messages, your key words, your key focus is the hummingbird spirit with joy and clouds with shape-shifting. And group number 3, your key words, key focus is the starry night with acceptance and well with breach. Okay, 3. Okay, group number 1, thank you for joining me. Again, your key word, key focus, key energy is the dragonfly spirit with change. You also have music and harmony. You also have birth with renewal. Your crystal card is the zoisite. You also have south with abundance. You have thoughts create reality. You also have understand your body. You have a rebirth. You got rebirth or birth twice. Interesting. You have the family room, the courtship, and adjudication. Interesting. Adjudication. Can you see that? I want to put it over here where you can see it. So I'm going to put rebirth here. I'm going to put the family room. Family room. Courtship, family room. And adjudication. You also have the Dagas rune with dawn. Your chakra card is listening. The ancestors says you have sun and enjoy success and happiness. Let's put that right there. Yeah, that looks That's good. And elevation. Your Kuan Yin message is the ivory swan goddess. And you have open heart with deep connections. You also have open your presence. And then your tarot cards are the Six of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. Don't you fall, don't you fall, you stay right there. And you also have be unapologetically you. Okay, group number 1. Well, first and foremost, I see that there is change happening for you guys. Big change. And I'm getting for a lot of you, this change is happening in your thoughts. I'm hearing a lot of you are elevating in your mindset. You're seeing the newness in things. It's like you're reprogramming your subconscious mind. And you're allowing this change to happen for a lot of you in your creativity. But it's because you know that your thoughts create your reality. And so you're like, okay, fine. If my thoughts create my reality, let's create the best reality we can. And so you guys are allowing this transformation to come forth. You're finding harmony within. You're renewing. It's like you're having a renewed mind for a lot of you. You're tapping into your own divine inner light, divine inner wisdom, divine inner essence. And that's why you guys have this understanding your body here. You guys are recognizing that when you have certain thoughts, it makes you feel off. So you're finding ways to exit those thoughts, to not let them linger, and for a lot of you, you're doing that through meditation, right? Some of you are also tapping back into your spiritual innocence with this birth and renewal here. It's like you've gone through a lot, right? And I'm saying you went through a lot because we have rebirth here. So whenever that rebirth energy is present, it's because something died. Something was majorly transformed. Something you had to let go of, right? And so you guys are fully stepping into this rebirth. That is card number 21. So for a lot of you, I'm getting that it is within creativity. The creativity of your thoughts. You're elevating them. You also have 21 here. So 333 for a lot of you. 21 and 21 could also be significant. But you have rebirth here, group number 1, and you have a renewal with birth here. So there's a lot of renewed energy around you, a lot of rebirth. It's like you guys feel like no matter what has happened in your life or whatever experiences or even whatever choices you've made, you're recognizing that your soul is light and it's pure, and you're keeping these open heart connections. You're keeping your heart open so that it allows you to connect with others that also have found that inner abundance within self. Yeah, material abundance is good, but what I'm getting here for a lot of you, this is inner abundance. It's like you guys are allowing your inner abundance to flow, and you're tapping in to the cosmos, to divine wisdom, to divine insight. You guys are listening closely, and this listening that's coming forth, see, with the meditation, You guys are listening. And with this listening that's coming forth, it's allowing you to tap truly into your soul essence, is what I'm getting. Allowing you to feel like you can open your presence and that yes, you can create, actually create or have an input in co-creating your reality. And what are you wanting to create? Group number one, you guys are creating abundance. Abundance in self that is allowed to flow out to others. Hence you having the courtship card here. You're also creating success and happiness for yourself. It's like group number one, you guys are making a conscious decision to raise your vibration. And that's allowing you to feel like you can open your presence. There's a lot of 3 energy also going on. So you guys could be, because look, you have card number 12 here, that's 3. 21 here, that's 3. 30 with judication, that's 3. Family room with 21, that's 3. And then you have 33 here with open your presence. So there is a lot of that creative energy. And you know what? Let's look that up. Let me see something for you. Give me a second, real quick, like. But what I'm getting is you guys definitely are moving into this energy of creating success and happiness. Spiritual meaning of 3. I'm just going to go with 3, not 33. So with the angel number 3, it says you guys are unlocking the secrets of the divine. 3 can mean that you need to lean. It's saying that you should lean into your intuition more. This is a highly spiritual number, and it's one that is connected to the themes of the angel number 3 is a number of true potential and harmony. Known as the master builder, this dream digit can show up on your radar when your guardian angels want you to connect with your inner growth and internal wisdom and manifest the life you want to live. The angel number 3 says you have the answers inside, but sometimes you may need a little encouragement to access your own truth. And that's exactly what's happening. You guys are tapping into your inner wisdom, your inner knowledge, and you are creating this success, this happiness. You're creating an elevated vibration. You're raising the vibration. You're being assisted with your spiritual growth at this particular time in your path, and that's because you guys are coming into great abundance. So continue to listen out for the messages that are coming forward. So some of you may be hearing things in music or walking by a specific place, and then all of a sudden you get something that'll resonate with you. You guys are choosing to let go of shame and choosing to just empower, to like let go of criticism of self. That's a part of this change. And that self-criticism, those self-thoughts, and letting that go is what's allowing you to create your reality. You're understanding now how certain thoughts can affect your body for a lot of you, your emotions. And when you have certain thoughts, that puts that energy in motion. So now you guys are breaking through emotional trauma for a lot of you. That's what this renewal is all about. You're being unapologetically you. For a lot of you, when anxiety and worry starts to flood your mind, you're learning ways to get calm, peaceful self-regulation, and you're tapping into that celestial energy and being able to let it go. For some of you, this family room is empty, but what I'm hearing is it won't be empty for long with the courtship card here. There's been a judgment call, or something has been decided on. I'm hearing within the ethers, some things have been decided on. You guys are receiving divine guidance, divine insight, and they're encouraging you to keep an open heart. So see, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, they see you. They're recognizing how you're tapping into your inner wisdom, and you're listening to the messages that they're sending you. You're listening to the synchronicities as they're coming forth, and you're finding ways to take thoughts that were not making you feel abundant and renew them into thoughts that make you feel abundant. You're finding ways to renew your subconscious. You're finding ways to not let nervousness, anxiousness, anxiety, emotional trauma take you over anymore. And you're consciously making this decision to just elevate. A lot of you want to live more joyfully, and you're tapping into this essence of remembering that spiritually. So it's like, as you tap into this spiritual purity, you see this little child there? By keeping your heart open, you're getting over all of those wounds. Do you see? Look. Some of you, you've been through it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got bandages on the head. Some of y'all have bandages on the heart. But you still know that you're abundant and prosperous no matter what. No matter what the outside might be looking like, the inside feels all of this great abundance. And a lot of you allowed your heart to stay innocent when it could have been, how does the saying go? You could have been bitter, but instead you turned that around and you allowed your thoughts to be renewed so that you could be better. You know that with the Dagas rune here, that each day is a new day. So yeah, you had some nights, and in the dark is sometimes where we take that time to go within, to reflect, to let whatever needs to come up. So we took the dark, and then when the sun comes up, you balance that all out. Everything that you received in the dark, and it's allowing this rebirth to happen for you, to where you can feel victorious. And you're also being recognized for taking these knocks on the head and still being able to move forward. Some of you feel like you're wounded warriors, you know, and that might be what you look like on the outside, but you don't really look like what you've been through, is what I'm hearing for a lot of you. Okay, so continue, group number 1, to move with those thoughts that are abundant. If you have any trouble, listen to music that is higher vibration, that allows you to shift the energy around you, the energy of your mind, of your thoughts, so that you don't have certain things being, as these thoughts are creating energy that will then affect your body. It's time for you to open your presence, group number 1, and be unapologetically you. It's also time for you to tune into your emotions so that you can recognize when it's time to shift certain thoughts. And it's not easy, because certain things you've been, as they say, programmed with. If you tell a child they're dumb or they're stupid or they can't do it, then they start to believe that they're dumb, they're stupid, they can't do it. If they've never seen examples of what love really looks like, then they may not know how to go about it, even when real love, genuine love, shows itself to them. But even through all of that, group number 1, you guys are taking all of those limiting thoughts, belief, or things that you weren't actually shown, and you're finding it within self. You're having this rebirth, like the sun rises at each new day. Finding the harmony within. And in both of these cards, there's 2 people. So the thing about music is when you're singing alone, it's a melody. But music sounds so much more fuller when you put chords together to create harmony, or when you have a keyboard and a violin or a guitar. And you see, the music sounds more fuller, more richer, more abundant. And that's what a lot of you are coming into. You're finding that stability within self, and then it's allowing you to connect with others. For a lot of you, romantically, with the courtship here. So you see how there's two people here? The music is going to be that much more fuller, richer, brighter. This is where you guys are heading with your courtship. As long as you guys are keeping your thoughts, as long as you guys are recognizing that your thoughts create your reality, so you can create the reality you want around your courtship. Knowing that it is okay to connect with another, because your life can also, like music, become richer, fuller, and brighter. Don't be afraid of things that happened in the past that made you feel like maybe I should just be alone. Maybe I work better alone. Yeah, we can. We can always sing our own single solo melody, right? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But baby, when you have somebody that can harmonize with you, ask any musician. When they find somebody that can hit that harmony with them, wow. Or while you sing, someone is playing the guitar behind you or the drums behind you. It gives a richer, brighter, fuller quality of sound. And that's what I'm getting for you, group number one. You guys, because you're recognizing that your thoughts create reality and you're allowing these changes to come forth, it's creating a richer, brighter, fuller, better, and better life for you. Making that conscious decision to raise your vibration. And keeping this open heart so that you can connect deeply on an emotional level, most definitely for a lot of you. Group number one, that has been your message that was most needed for you to receive. Okay? So group number one, continue to be unapologetically you. Allow whatever changes need to happen. And remember that your thoughts create your reality. Okay? Let's see. This one was group number two. So, group number two. Oh, man. I was trying to turn the light back on. We just gonna have to work with what we got. Group number two, your key energy, key focus is the hummingbird with joy. You have clouds with shape shifting. Those are your two. You also have the tree of life with conception. Your chakra card is the fluorite. And you have lower world with the past. You have follow the golden rule. You also have let go of ego. And you have creativity. You also have great fortune, Parvati, that's interesting, great fortune, Parvati, and expectation. Interesting. Great fortune, Parvati, and expectation. Huh. You also have the Nuda's rune with need. Your chakra card is family. You have the air guardian with shift your perception. You also have integrity. Your Kuan Yin energy is weave the future golden. Weave the future golden. You have calming the waters with peaceful self-regulation. And you have river of blessings with releasing constraints. You also have GPS. Your tarot cards are the Eight of Wands, the World, and the Two of Swords. You see that? Yeah. And then you have determination. So, group number 2. Lots and lots of messages for you guys here. I want to go a little deeper into why you got great fortune and poverty in the same reading. That's interesting to me. But first, I'm going to start with, you have follow the golden rule. So following the golden rule is about treating others the way that you want to be treated. Okay? And of course, we do our best to do that. And you can't always determine how someone else may feel about the actions you take, right? But you still want to do your best to move with integrity. Do your best to demonstrate truth and honesty, is what I'm getting for you guys, because things do change, especially with the clouds and shape-shifting here. Clouds do that every day. Every few seconds, they're moving and they're becoming something else. And so just as the clouds shift, sometimes you have to go with the flow and shift too. You may have been used to having things done a certain way with let go of ego, and sometimes we get stuck in our ways. Like, this is the way it's worked for me. This is the way I've always done it. And like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but this is the way I know to do it. So what you're being encouraged to do, group number 2, is to let go of the ego. And the easiest thing is to follow the golden rule. So our ego is there to help with survival, right? But it only can draw from the past, okay? But in the present moment, like the cloud shift, you might need to shift in order to fully tap into your heart's truth. Your heart's truth of feeling joy, so that as you're following the golden rule, you can allow others to feel joy also, so that you can stay into a peaceful, calm state. And that's not always easy for a lot of you when you feel like your needs aren't being met. When you feel like your needs aren't being met, you get frustrated about that. And this could be needs of any way. Like if you've been working a job and it feels like, I don't know, the boss didn't give you the raise you were supposed to get, or you didn't receive certain opportunities that you thought you would receive from putting in whatever work. A lot of you are having to go within the deeper parts of your mind to travel deep within to your psyche to figure out these things that are within your ego. Some of us have very strong egos and they like to stand firm, and it doesn't want to die. The ego's like, let go of what? Let go of who? Let go of what? Huh? What? Yo, I've been keeping you safe around this piece and you want to let me go? Yo, ego? But yes, group number 2, there are times where we do need to let the ego go in order to allow grace, compassion, and your heart's truth to come forth. There are times where you need to shift into a different vibration, because the ego unfortunately draws mostly from past hurts. It'll be like, yo, you remember when they did this and we went through that? Yo, we not finna let that happen again. Let me show you how to get out of this like this. But it's drawing from the past. It's not really standing in the present moment, group number 2. And so it doesn't have the direction, GPS, to assist you in releasing certain constraints. It doesn't have the GPS to assist you in shifting your perception when it's necessary. You see, as you're going to tap into joy, the ego can only let you know, well, that, like, it may not be able to pull up the joy and keep you in a peaceful regulation because it moves quickly. It moves quickly, and sometimes it just wants to end thing. Like, nah, man, they did this last time. We're not having it this time. That's a done, data deal. Versus you tapping into the conception, the idea that you'll always be guided. When you can find those moments to tap into joy. So, what do I mean? What are you talking about, Tonae? What do I mean is, so something went wrong, right? You found out that this person backstabbed you, did something wrong. What's the value in that? Finding the value in that will assist you in getting back to joy. How? What you mean, Tonae? Because now you know how to set your boundaries with that person. Now you know how to move. Okay, you had to take a knife in the back to get it, but you don't have to let your ego keep you from saying everybody's like that. Everybody's going to do you that way. No, you can choose to live your life infused with that golden energy of following the golden rule. You can let the present moment now assist you with making choices and taking actions that will assist you to move forward in a more high vibrational way, knowing that your needs are going to be met. So you don't have to worry, even if you can't see your way forward. Even if you're having trouble making the decision because your ego is like, nah, man, I told you they gonna do it again. You shouldn't do that. Remember that we live in a we're co-creating with the universe, right? And that you can choose in the present moment on the energy that you wish to call forth, that you wish to draw forth. So you can stay stuck with your ego and it making you feel like nothing good can come out of a situation, or you can see the opportunity, the teaching, the lesson, the learning of certain circumstances. You can enable your soul to move with a greater abundance, so that you can cultivate feelings that will assist you now in the present moment to manifest exactly what it is that you desire, even more perfectly. So we're thankful for the ego and what it's showing us, right? But letting your ego pull from the past when you're in a present moment will keep you in a poverty type of mindset. And this doesn't have to be financially. This poverty mindset could be the fact that it's like it's expecting the worst. Can you shift your poverty mindset into a more joyous type of energy by being able to see the value in certain things, so that you can receive the great fortune, so that you can expect the great fortune, so that you can shift your perception, so that in the present moment you can demonstrate truth and honesty, not fear and survival mode, but more of a thriving mode in the present moment. For a lot of you, it's having to get back into that alignment. See, that's why I was wondering about this. So it's like, it really should probably go like this, especially with 26, 28, and 37, right? So it's like, what are you expecting? When things go wrong, it's your expectation. So what are you expecting? Are you looking out this window and you're expecting poverty because you're tapped into your ego? Because the ego is all about the survival. It's like, I'm not gonna let you do that to me again. You don't did it one time and blah, 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 blah. But the ego didn't take the next step further to say, okay, yeah, they did that. But now I've gained this wisdom, the wisdom of setting a boundary with them, or the wisdom not to F with them again. Let's just keep it all the way real. The ego can't see how certain energies are playing a part in maybe even your elevation. The ego can't see why when someone else demonstrates certain characteristics, that you can now learn from just watching how they move and decide that you don't want to move like that. No, the ego's going to stay on survival. But if you tap into that present moment energy, okay, so the ego stays on survival, that could keep you in this poverty mindset. Oh, woe is me. They did this to me. This went wrong. I'll never blah, 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 blah. Or you can look out that window, group number 2. Know that you have creativity. Know that you can shift your perception at any time. Know that you can go into your mind and sit with your ego and even have a conversation and say, look, baby, I know what you're doing. You're here to help me survive, and I appreciate you for that. But now here's what we're going to do. Write that letter, a letter to ego. You know what I'm saying? A letter to the deeper parts of self that have gotten you to where you are in this moment. So we're not going to be like, oh, let go of your ego. Oh, you all in your ego. No, it was a tool. Yeah, just like money's a tool, your ego was a tool too. But just like when you're doing any project, you have to know when to use each tool. So in the present moment, the ego may not be the best tool to use because it may be building poverty. No, in the present moment, you want to shift your perspective and find the value and or the joy so that you can move with integrity, with truth, with honesty, because that's where you then can expect the great fortune, group number 2. You see, you guys have great determination. So with your determination, it's okay to have that little talk with ego and be like, baby, thank you for helping me survive for this long. But now I'm determined to move forward. I'm expecting to move forward with great fortune. I'm determined and expecting to release these constraints. I'm determined and expecting to release an entire river of blessings on blessings on blessings. I'm determined and I am expecting to let go of the past, the things of my deep down in my psyche, and even my ego in order to follow the golden rule. I'm determined and expecting to find, to move in joy. I'm determined and expecting to know that harmony and balance are possible. I am determined and expected to use creativity to bring forth great fortune. I am determined and expecting to even have strengthened, stable relationships with family. I am determined and expecting that all my needs will be met. That all things come in divine timing, right on time. That in each and every present moment, I am able to create abundance, prosperity, joy, love, peace. Yes. I am determined and expecting to demonstrate integrity, truth, and honesty. I'm determined and expecting to peacefully self regulate my emotions. I'm determined and expecting to peacefully self regulate, being able to let go of ego. I am determined and expecting to follow the golden rule so that I can weave the future golden. And weaving the future golden is all about you knowing that the divine is there to assist you, that something good is coming your way, that you're able to weave your future, especially in this present moment, to call in and draw to you the opportunities, the teachings, the circumstances, and the synchronicities that will enable your soul, group number 2, to live in its divine destiny with greater abundance and bliss and creative fulfillment. Group number 2, that has been your message that you most needed to receive. Continue with your determination and your expectation of all good things, and knowing that even in this present moment, the divine is always there, listening, able, and willing to assist you on your path. Thank you for joining me. Okay. Group number 3. Your key cards, group number 3, key energy, key focus, was the well with breach and acceptance. Okay. You also have the flute with expression. You have the conch shell with calling. You have give without expectation and never judge another. You also have reflection. Your rune is the Thoraz rune with thorn. You also have self-mastery. And you have arrow with surround yourself with protective energy. You have tolerance. You also have loss, lack, fear, and victimization. You have to the celestial mountain. To the celestial mountain. Interesting. I don't know that one. There. Okay. To the celestial mountain. You have woo woo. Woo woo. I don't know why I always do that when that card comes up. Probably because I grew up here in... Never mind. Portal. Also. Portal. Yeah. And you have your tarot cards are... Oh, your crystal card. Your crystal card is the green aventurine. We'll put that next to all the green cards there. Pull that down right there. Okay. Your tarot cards are the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Tower. We'll put those here. And you also have mature man, bad health, and thief. The energy just switched so much in this reading. Group number 2, no offense if y'all are still listening, that message was so light and airy. And this message is a little bit. We have anointed. Can you see that? You have spontaneity in South America. Can you see everything? Okay. Okay, group number 3. You guys are big energy going on right now. Why do I say that? I say that because you guys are breaching new frontiers. I'm hearing new dimensions, new energy levels. You're having this acceptance that this is happening, and you're answering the call. And it's like you hear the flute singing a song, you hear the conch shell blowing, and you guys are coming forth like full-fledged, and it's like it is what it is. So you're breaching certain barriers that some didn't think you would breach or even wanted you to breach, is what I'm getting here. But you guys are, what I'm getting is doing it anyway. And why do I say that? Because you have surround yourself with protective energy with the arrow. And so we know that bows and arrows were like protection, you know. So some of you may need to, whatever you do for protection, wear your crystals of protection, you know, the black crystals, black tourmaline, black obsidian. So you may need your protective crystals. You may need to speak words of positivity, because you guys are anointed and you're spontaneous with your actions. And because of your spontaneity, it throws some people off. But this is a part of your self-mastery. It's like some people can't figure you out. I don't feel like this is your energy. Or some people wanted you to be bound and not figuring things out for yourself. And it's like when you get an idea, group number 3, you move with it. You're like, yeah, that feels right for my soul. I'm going to just go with it. You don't wait to go check with somebody and find out what somebody else feels like is going to be right for you. You're tapping into your self-mastery. So when something feels right into your soul, you going with the flow. You like, okay, make a sudden change, spontaneity, time to do it. Okay, fine. Some of you were spontaneous, and at one point in time, you felt like you were in loss and lack. You felt like a victim. You felt like you may have had fear. Some of you felt like you couldn't move forward. But now you're like full steam ahead. I'm going after exactly what I want. And any foundation that wasn't stable in your life, it's crumbling. For some of you, the way that you are spontaneous caused certain foundations to crumble for other people, because they couldn't necessarily figure you out. They're like, man, you changed like the wind. The wind was just blowing east and now it's blowing west. But we can't see the wind, and we don't know when it's going to change. And sometimes you have to necessarily do that in your life, group number 3. A lot of you may need to ask for help also, especially with the surround yourself with the protective energy, because you're hearing this call. But because you're hearing this call, that means the divine is calling out to you. So you're being asked to empower the divine to help you. So call on angelic assistance, call on divine, call on your ancestors, call on those that rock and rumble real in the spiritual realm. Because those people that think that they're going to just walk all over you, they forget that the spiritual realm is lights and butterflies and rainbow, but there's some warring angels too. There's some ancestors that just don't play that mess. I mean, for real, don't play that mess, because you're messing with their ancestral line and their lineage. And if they see that you're walking towards your calling and you're answering the call, If they're telling you to surround yourself with protective energy, they saying, give us the okay to do what we got to do. So whether this is in your prayers, in your meditation, however you call forth on your ancestors, your spirit guides, your spirit team, that's like, we bout that life. Now what? They saying, invoke us. Let us do what we came to do. Because there are times when divine energy is needed to help you, group number 3, achieve your spiritual goals. And sometimes you may feel like you're not completely in control of your destiny, and that's what some people want you to feel like. They want you to feel like you're bound. You don't really know which way to go. And when you spontaneously move, it puts some people like, I know she did, and I know he didn't. Who gave them the audacity? Well, the divine did. My soul did. It told me now's the time to move, right? Group number 3. Now, you're not in the essence of judging these people, because we all have our own path to walk. And maybe some people are not as spontaneous as you. And that's why they can't understand how you can move the way you can move. Some of these people wanted you to move a certain way so that they could steal certain things from you. We have thief here. And because they're not able to take from you certain things, because you moving when the divine say move, they said move to the left, shake or move to the right. You was like, yeah, divine. Oh, swerve to the left, swerve to the right. And divine was like, yeah, you hearing the anointing, you hearing the calling. Shh, keep moving. That's a part of your self-mastery. As your chakras are aligned, as your energy is intact and you're moving, it's empowering you to know and strengthen your connection with the divine. To tap into that celestial mountain. A mountain doesn't move. And when it's coming from the divine, celestial, from the cosmos, from the ancestors, that causes big change. Card number 41. That's that transformational energy. A lot of you are now seeing, I'm feeling that like as above, so below energy with the reflection here. So like with the breach also as your key energy, you're accepting that things happen in the spiritual realm, whether you want them to or not. And that's why you may have to surround yourself with protective energy. But as you're breaching this wisdom, this knowledge, you're now able to, with self-mastery, maneuver in this realm, in the below, that much better. Finding ways to express yourself. It's like you're tapping into that. You're reflecting, answering the call, and tapping into the infinite mind, tapping into the celestial wisdom, the celestial consciousness. You guys are stepping through a portal of awakening at this time. And for a lot of you, it's stimulating your creativity. It's giving you a fresh outlook on this reality. So some of you are having to appreciate others' point of view, even if their point of view is coming from a loss, lack, victimization type of thing, because we all have our own journey and we're all at different stages of our journey. And so group number 3, not to get the big head or anything ever, never to judge another. You are anointed. You're moving in your anointing. And it's okay to be accepting that others are on their path wherever they are. And continue to move in that vibration of love. In this essence of moving in this energy of love, you're going to come across some that may be in bad health, right? But for a lot of you, I'm getting a part of your calling. For some of you, this isn't for everyone. It's for you to assist these people that are in bad health. Why do I say that? You have give without expectation here. So even if these people, some of them, stole from you. I'm getting this heavy. Some of them not only stole from you, whether this was creative ideas, whether this was actual money, whether this was spiritual essence and or energy. Hashtag energy vampire. Whether this was some that were doing confusion spells I just heard, or things that keep you bound and tied. Some that were speaking very harshly on your name. I just heard defamation of character. Some that wanted everything to crumble around you. There's going to be some, believe it or not, group number 3. I ain't going to say believe it, whether you know it or not. And they're going to need your help. You guys are tapped into this portal where this consciousness is happening. And because they did all of these things, some of you are going to be like, it's a hell to the no for me, divine. And you'll have to take that up with the divine, because that just may be your path. You know, you're able to be tolerant of others, but you don't have to be a detriment to yourself, is what I want to say to that, okay? But for some of you, and this could be for very few, maybe even one of you, you're going to be called to actually help these same people that wanted to see things crumble all around you, that were speaking BS, that wanted you bound, that some even stole from you, but now they're in bad health. And this could be a mature man. Now, do you answer the call? The divine is asking you to go within about that. And that's why they're asking you to also ask for help, not just for the protection, but for the wisdom and the guidance as to whom out of this crew, this group, because it's not just one for some of you. You should assist. It's not going to be everyone. It may only be one. But you'll need to ask for spiritual guidance. It's not weak of you to depend on the divine to show you which call to answer, is what I'm getting for you, group number 3. Actually doing this is going to assist you in growing in your own self-mastery. And for a lot of you, take the messages as they resonate. This doesn't have to be for everyone. This is a part at a soul level. It's not for you to necessarily hand over your life to anyone else. But there is, for some of you, you're calling a spiritual responsibility here. But asking for spiritual assistance in this matter is what's going to help you to grow in your trust, in your wisdom, in your self-mastery, and understanding the nature of the universe and how it operates, group number 3. What I'm getting is learning to ask for and receive divine assistance helps you to learn the art of surrender, so that you can then merge forward with greater spiritual forces than your own individual self. For some of you, this is something wonderful that is beginning to happen for you. And you will discover that essence of your divine self and how powerful it is. And the fact that you are a living expression of source energy. See, group number 3, when source gives to us, it doesn't give to us with like, oh, I'm gonna give you this new house and now you got to do X, Y, and Z. No, things are actually given because it's a part. Abundance is your right. Being a part of creative source and aligning yourself with it is your right. So as you seek wisdom and guidance to answer the call about who it is that you should share your anointing with and who you don't, is what you're being asked to seek guidance on, okay? A lot of you know that you have a gift that you're a lot of you know that you're gifted with a far more superior essence that allows certain outcomes to come forth. And your permission to the divine and to those spiritual forces that love you unconditionally, that want to offer you help, is an expression of your spiritual empowerment. You empower those forces, those non-physical forces, to come to your aid, group number 3, and to help you manifest your life purpose and your destiny. You guys are anointed, and there is celestial assistant, non-physical forces that are wanting to assist you. They're wanting to assist you with protection, and they're also wanting to assist you with giving you divine insight on answering the calls when calls are being made. And there are going to be some calls where you're going to have to give without expectation, meaning some people did come some people did play victim. They came at you because they were like in a loss, in a lack mentality. But you're still being encouraged to promote positivity and to open your mind to a new, fresh outlook on this reality. To express the essence, the energy of the divine, and how it would give to you without expectation. So when you're given the call, a part of your self-mastery is to breach that essence of being like, but these the same people I need protection from, and you want me to help them? Where they do that at, divine? And the divine is saying, baby, I see everything. I sit on high and I look at everything. So if I'm sending you, you accepted the call, go do what you know you can do. I got your back. You're going to be protected. Call on those divine forces that are here to surround you with protection. But in this reality, there's a work for you to do. You have this calling. You have this anointing. You were given this gift without expectation, except that you would use it. Not that it would sit on a shelf and collect dust. Whew. Well, that was got deep. I told you all that. And so for some of you, it's about remembering that you are divine in your heart, and that you gain power through the remembering that you can help others too. Help them remember that they are divine also in their heart, should they choose to tap into that energy. So group number 3, the more you choose to spiritually empower the divine to assist you, the stronger and the more conscious your relationship with those beings of light, with those non-physical forces becomes. And the more you begin to realize the similarities, as you reflect, the similarities that exist between your own divine nature and those beings that are non-physical, as above, so below. One last message before I end it out. Some of you may be getting ready to creatively decide spontaneously that you're moving to South America. That was just a message I got, okay? And that ends your reading. If you need assistance because you've been thinking about this and you're ready to make this move, the divine is also saying ask for guidance on that, and your path will be opened up. You'll be shown which way to go. Okay? Last but not least, make sure that you empower those non physical beings who genuinely love you unconditionally to assist you. And one way you can do this is to say 3 times, I call on those beings who love me unconditionally. I call on those beings who love me unconditionally. I call on those non physical beings that love me unconditionally. And then say, I thank you for clear guidance and assistance on this matter. I thank you for clear guidance and assistance on this matter. Once again, for the people in the back, I thank you for your clear guidance and assistance on this matter so that I may grow in my own spiritual mastery with peace, with love, and with joy of my own free will. So be it. And group number 3, that has been your reading. I want to thank you for joining me, Tonae Star, here with Tonae Star Enterprises. And do the YouTube thing. Do the like, share, subscribe, so that we can get these messages out to other people. Because, especially you in group number 3, just as you ask from the divine and you have those that are willing to assist you, these messages need to go out to assist others in the collective. And so I appreciate you. I appreciate you for your like, for your share, for your subscribing. Not from an ego place, not for the YouTube algorithm, not for a YouTube plaque, but simply because it allows another to also be strengthened. And that way we can strengthen the collective as these messages that are meant to enlighten, inspire, and uplift are received. Thank you once again for joining me, Tonae Star.